Hi there, and happy Monday to you. I hope that you had a wonderful weekend, and I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit of time with you today. Thank you for being here, and let's get into the reading for the week. So, I have my tarot deck over here, which I'm just going to set aside for a minute, and then I thought I would start the reading off with the Oracle, the Wisdom of the Oracle tarot deck, or Oracle deck by oh gosh, Colette Baron Reed, excuse me. And this is a really wonderful Oracle deck, and I thought it would be a good way to start off the reading for this week. So let's see what advice this tarot or Oracle deck has for us this week. Let's see. Okay, so the message that we had is time to go. Interesting. Okay, so time to go. This card tells me that it is time for us to let go of the things that no longer serve us. This could be relationships, this could be work situation, this could be habits or maybe negative patterns that we're carrying around with us, or it could even be, for a friendship, anything like that, a home situation, a current living situation, anything that is no longer serving you. It is time to go. It is time to let it go. It is time to move on. It's time to walk away. It's time to choose yourself in the situation. It's also 4 and 5, so it's a 7 card. 7 is an incredibly spiritual, powerful spiritual number, and that can indicate that this is a direct message from Spirit to say that if you do decide to move on, that this is spiritually guided. This is the universe that's literally giving you the green light, telling you that it is okay to let go, it's okay to move on, and in fact, it's time to let go. So that's a beautiful card. I am going to read from the guidebook as well, just to give a little bit of extra context for that card. So it is. It says endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. So that's such a beautiful message. And I think that really kind of makes me think of last week's reading where, we were kind of diving really deep into some really challenging stuff. And, maybe through that process, we have realized what it is exactly that we need to let go of, what it is that it's time for us to really move on from. So that's quite exciting. I think that's a wonderful message to kick us off here. Then I have the Star Tarot deck from, I've just forgotten her name, but I can add that in the notes below. This is a new deck for me, and it is absolutely beautiful. I've been loving working with this deck. There's so much symbolism, and I still have to learn a little bit more about it, but I'm definitely very, very excited to work with this. Oh, we got this Magician card at the back of the deck. So I'm just going to put that to the side for now. And these are the cards that wanted to come out. Interesting. Beautiful. Wow, look at that. Oh, this is such a beautiful deck. I really, really love these cards. I just think that they're so fantastic and so gorgeous. I'm actually going to put this over here just so that you can see it as well on the camera. So that is the back of the deck energy, and the back of the deck energy represents the things that energies that are influencing, but either they're not quite there yet, or we can't see them yet. It's kind of like a blind spot, but they are also playing a role in what's going on at the moment. So beautiful magician over there, which is fantastic. So we've got 2 major arcanas coming up today. And this judgment card, it's so interesting that this is coming up again, because I think it was either my first or my second reading that I did. If you go back and watch that, you'll see that I had the judgment card as well. So definitely feel like there is a strong message that's coming through yet again, just to say that destiny is calling, and we can't ignore the call anymore. I mean, just look at that. You know, we've got the guiding stars over here. We've literally got the rainbow bridge, which is extending up into this magnificent eagle guardian over there. And we also have these mountains over here, and mountains in the tarot represent challenges. And this is just, you know, it's saying to me that we are transmuting right now. We are really working through those challenges, and that really intense pain and those things that we're going through at the moment, because we've got mountains over here as well, and there's huge mountains over here. And 5 of Pentacles is also quite a difficult card. It talks about, you know, challenges, especially in relationship to money, finances, spiritual poverty, that kind of thing. But, you know, I feel like we are transmuting, we are working through the really difficult things right now, so that we can ascend, so that we can move on to a higher state of being, so that this, you know, the universe can really bring in new blessings for us. And sometimes I feel like, you know, when things are being demolished, like the Tower card's not out here, but I'm getting that kind of same sense of the Tower, where, you know, destruction is powerful, a powerful enforcer of change. And I have a note up on my I love quotes and fun little things like that. And one of the quotes that I have on my board is that chaos is another word for opportunity. And that reminds me that, you know, change is chaotic. And when things are going wrong in our lives, that chaos and that calamity and that destruction can be so painful. But at the same time, it is an opportunity for us to grow. It's an opportunity for us to learn the important things about ourselves that we came here to learn in this lifetime. It's an opportunity to really reevaluate, you know, what is in our lives, what is working for us, what's not working for us, where do we want to be, what is our mission. You know, it strips away all of the things that we build for ourselves that help to allow us to feel safe, but also trap us. So those are unhealthy coping mechanisms. Those are relationships for the sake of being in relationship. It is staying in your comfort zone. It is putting up with things that you shouldn't be putting up with, but you are afraid of what would happen if you were to turn around and say, I don't want to do this anymore, or I can't be with you anymore, or don't speak to me like that, you know, setting boundaries, that kind of thing. And it can be really scary to do that. And I definitely, you know, I have been there myself. That's something that I recently, within the last 2 to 3 years, really had to deep dive into myself, and I'm still going through that, is really learning how to set healthy boundaries with people, trying to understand what it is that I want for myself and not what other people want for me, not what my parents want for me, not what my friends want for me, not what my boss wants from me, not what society thinks I should do, be, all of those kinds of things. And it's really challenging because we thrive on acceptance from the tribe, acceptance from our communities, acceptance from our families. And when you feel like those things could potentially be at threat because of you wanting to express yourself, as your true self, it can be so hard to make that choice to say, well, I have to choose myself. I really have to do and be what I came here to be. And it's not always going to be in alignment with what other people think that I should do or be or express or have or whatever the case is. But it isn't about other people. The life that we live is not about other people. The life that we live is between us and spirit, us and the universe. Us being an expression of divine spirit, of the universe. And it is more important for us to focus on what it is that we came here to do and be and have and experience than it is to worry about the opinions of other people. And again, I know that that's so hard, but I just feel like somebody really needs to hear that. And I hope that the message is getting through to the right person, because we have this magician energy in the background here, and I feel like the magician is such a powerful card in the sense that it is saying that you have the capacity to do and be anything that you want to be and do in this lifetime. You have all the tools necessary. You can make reality, your reality, bend reality to your will. But you have to be then very clear about what that is. It's like people say, be careful what you wish for. And if you don't really know what it is that you want and where you're going, then you can create a really bad situation for yourself. So, you are this powerful magician. You have the capacity to create your own reality, but just make sure that the reality that you're creating is in alignment with your true purpose of being here and not living within this spiritual poverty. This is where you kind of want to work towards. This Princess of Pentacles is in alignment with nature and with the earth and with this 3D experience. I mean, like, look how beautiful she is, engaged with the very essence of earth. There's so many different kinds of insects, and there's rabbits, and there's swans, and there's even mystical beings, and there's mushrooms and trees, and it's all these really, really powerful earth elements that just say that this person, this princess, is so deeply connected into this 3D experience. And we do want to have a good balance between the two. Yes, we want to operate within the spiritual realm over here and over here, but we also want to have a good experience in this 3D world. So this is, again, I'm getting back to that point when I was saying you need to understand what your reality is. What is it that you want to create? And sometimes in order to really be clear about that, you have to go through the spiritual poverty first. You have to go through these really difficult experiences out by yourself as a lone wolf, as a lone ranger, to really, really be able to understand what it is that you want, to be able to strip all of that stuff away so that and let it go, so that you know what it is that you really want from your life, what it is that Spirit really wants you to do and achieve and have in this lifetime. And so, I really feel like whatever it is that you're going through right now, what can be really helpful is to just reframe the situation for yourself, to see the things that are happening in your life at the moment as not happening to you, but happening for you. And that can be so incredibly difficult when you're going through it. And I I understand the desire maybe to slap somebody when they're saying, "Oh, it's all gonna work out," and don't worry, things are gonna get better, and just believe that everything is working out for you. And it's so hard when you're going through that situation to really trust that and have that feeling, because it's so overwhelming and so overpowering, and you feel so alone and forlorn and really cast out in the cold, and it's hard. It's so hard to really just trust that you are being supported and guided by the universe, that your 3D experience that you have can be so connected and so deeply powerful, powerfully beautiful, and that you are the one that has the capacity to control that. You are the one who has the tools to manifest the life that you want. And everything that's happening in your world right now is in one way or another a manifestation of your essence. And what I mean by that is, if we decide that we want to really tap into our shadow aspects, we're going to see that in our lives. And sometimes that's going to be really hard. And if we want to see joy and abundance and blessings within our lives, then we will start to see that. It's like when they say, if you're thinking about buying a car, for example, and you're thinking about buying a red car, a specific type of car, and then all of a sudden you'll start seeing that car everywhere. And you would have never noticed that car before, but all of a sudden, because it's been implanted in your mind, you start to see it out in the world around you. And that is the same as the power of the magician. It's the power of the mind. So not to say that the experiences that you're going through, if they're negative, that they are your fault, but they are a reflection sometimes of what is going on within your experience, And I know that that's a bitter pill to swallow. It took me a really long time to genuinely absorb that. But I became aware of the fact that it is my perception of the world and my circumstances that influences how I perceive those and how I experience those and how those experiences feel to me. Is it a okay situation, or is it a terrible situation? What divided those two very different feelings about the situation was my own perception of the situation. And I think the mind is so powerful, and we really do have the capacity to, if we can create so much chaos in our lives, then what else can we create? How much more beautiful blessings can we create for ourselves? But you also need to remember that you need to let go of the things that no longer serve you, so that you can make the space for these things that want to come into your reality. You are getting the strong message to say, if I look at these cards and they're very similarly colored, and these two are feeling like they're connected as well. It's saying you might be currently creating that circumstance for yourself, but you can just as easily create this positive circumstance for yourself. And if you are creating a positive circumstance for yourself right now, then I want to say congratulations. You know, that's fantastic. It means that you've been able to master this lesson and understand that you have the power to manifest that. So bear that in mind, you know, when things are going well, understand that it is you who created that situation for yourself, you know, and keep that in mind for your reality, because it's such a beautiful gift that we have as human beings to be able to create our realities and our experience. And it just means that you, like I said, you've mastered that experience, and congratulations to you. That's amazing, you know. But if you're not there yet, that's fine. And you know, this can be a really slow process to go through and a difficult process to go through. But just as long as you know that it is possible and that you believe that it is possible, you know, and Spirit's really guiding you, and Spirit wants you to ascend to your higher purpose. You know, Spirit wants to guide you towards this beautiful, integrated reality, out of the spiritual poverty that you're experiencing right now into absolute connection with nature, with Spirit. Yeah, so I mean, I think that's such a powerful message, and I hope that this resonates with you today. And I am going to leave that there. But I hope that you have a beautiful week, and please tell me in the comments how this resonated with you. If any of this is, you know, speaking to any part of your experience right now, I'd really love to connect with you and hear more about it. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you like the channel, please follow, subscribe, like my videos. They're really helpful to me just starting out in my channel. And, you know, I just have good intentions for helping people. And this is really coming from a place of so much love and so much care for anybody that needs it. And so your support would be greatly appreciated. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Have an awesome week. Bye.